If you're having video playback issues and you think your browser's good to go, then the next step is to, check which version of the player you have. I showed you how to install it because we didn't have it installed at all, but most people at this point do have it installed. So like I said, you would remove it, go to the Adobe site, download the newest version, and install it. Now you will do this for any browser you use. So next I'm going to show you how to check with Firefox. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to www.mozilla.com, and the newest version of Firefox is version 4, and let's see if that's available for XP. Looks like it might be. It's letting us download it at least. See what happens. Now this is a good choice in case no matter what you try with Internet Explorer, if you absolutely cannot get it to work, you can always try another browser. So we've downloaded Firefox. Got the setup here. We'll run that. Run. And welcome to that. We'll say next. And we'll just take the standard setup and we'll go ahead and set it as the default. And let's launch Firefox now. The nice thing is after installing it, you don't have to restart it. And if you have a bunch of bookmarks already on Microsoft Internet Explorer, this will go ahead and import them for you. And you can choose if you want your home page. Let's say we'll import the home page. And it'll get your cookies and everything, which is really nice. Okay. And it looks like it installed with no problems. Now, we probably do not have Flash for this, so we'll test it. We're logged in. Access product. And we'll try to play a video. And here it says, see, unlike Internet Explorer, Firefox is actually telling us we need Flash version 9 or greater. So we'll close that. And let's see if we can do it this way. Let's open up a new tab. Go to adobe.com. And here's the thing. No matter how many browsers you have on your system or which ones you're using, generally, except in the case of Google Chrome browser, you will need to install the browser separate. I'm sorry. You'll need to install the Adobe Flash Player separately. So, whoops. So even though we've already done it for Internet Explorer, we need to do it again for Firefox. Okay, and we'll click Download now. Save file. It's a little different in this case. It's going to actually save it as an exe file for us. And then it looks like we can go ahead and just install it right here. Let's see. Click OK. And then for this, we're going to click Run. Of course, we read the license. Who wouldn't? Click Install. Oh, wants us to close the browser first. So let's go ahead and close it. And click Done. And then let's go ahead and launch the browser again. And we're back in Millionaire Society. Let's test our video. Introduction. And bingo. Videos are working. Good. And again, if you're already, say, running a version of Firefox and the videos are not playing, you want to go into the control panel like I showed you before, uninstall any versions of Adobe Flash that you see in the program section. Just go ahead and uninstall all of them, reboot the computer, then go to the Adobe site and reinstall them. That should get you going. The last ditch effort, which has worked like 99% of the time. If you can't get it to run on Firefox and you can't get it to run on Internet Explorer, there's Google Chrome. So I'll show you how to do that. We will go to www.google.com/Chrome. And the neat thing about Google Chrome is it has a Flash player built in, so you won't have to go through that last step of going to the Adobe site. So let's see, we're going to click on download Google Chrome, and sure, let's set it as the browser. Accept and install. Save file. Let's double click it. Click OK. And of course we want to run it to install it. Oops. And what it does is it just downloads a little small footprint, and then you execute that, and then it downloads the rest of it, which is what it's doing right now. And it's installing it. Okay, this is telling us in order to import the settings from Firefox, we need to close we need to close Firefox. So let's go ahead and do that, and then click continue. And now we've got Google Chrome. And we will make sure that it works with our website. Okay, Millionaire Society, access product, and click introduction. And look at that, we're working. We did not have to install the Flash plugin. I don't know what will happen if you try to install a Flash plugin over the Google Chrome. If you're having problems with Google Chrome, you might try going into the control panel and uninstalling any versions of the Adobe Flash plugin that you see. Other than that, if none of these three browsers work with any of the things that I've shown you, chances are you probably have bigger problems with your operating system, and you need to have it professionally serviced. Because as you've seen, as I've demonstrated over the course of these, these three different browsers, clearly our sites work. I can pick anything anywhere, and it's going to work. It's well, you can't see what I'm clicking here, but can't. Okay. Okay, that one works. So I know it's tempting to always want to try to blame our site. Some people will say, well, it works on whatever tube or anywhere else I go, and that may be true, but you have to keep in mind that they may be requiring only a much older version of the browser or an older version of the Flash player. Could also be that they don't use the same JavaScript that we use. I mean, there's any number of technical reasons why something will play, but we keep our stuff pretty state of the art, so that requires the most recent browsers and Flash players. One other thing to also try is if you want to make sure that you're not running any plugins that would stop Flash playback. I'm not familiar with any on Chrome because I don't use it a lot, but let's take a look at Firefox. There are plugins I know for sure for that will stop it. So in order to check the plugins, let's go to Tools, and we'll check Add-ons. And since it's introducing them, obviously we don't have any installed. Oh, here we go. Okay, you want to look through any of these different things here and look for something that may say something about blocking something or another. If you've got anything like that on there, you want to get rid of it because it may be causing the problem. An ad block should be okay, but even within the ad block things, there's the ability to turn off Flash playback. Now, a person would be crazy to do that nowadays because, I mean, everything's Flash, including, like I say, a lot of the tube sites and even Yahoo News, any of these. So you wouldn't want to do that. Or in addition to that, like I said with the JavaScript, if we go to Tools and go to Options and click on the Content tab at the top, you want to make sure that Enable JavaScript is enabled. And that pretty much will get, with everything I've showed you, you should be able to get your videos playing. And if not, then, you know, if you've got a friend or a relative who's a computer person, you may want to have them take a look at your machine, see if they can't get you fixed up. Otherwise, like I said, you may need professional service. And that concludes the Tech Tips video update for troubleshooting video playback problems.